Hi, I'm Mark Gray. You know that post office axiom about no matter what the weather, the mail always gets to you? Well, the same can be said for the Laurel 4th of July Independence Day celebration, where in 2015, despite the fact that weather did anything but cooperate, it was the tireless efforts of an unwavering crew of volunteers who helped to pull this event off without a hitch. And for nearly 4 decades now, were it not for the efforts of volunteers, those who live in the community, those who take pride in the community, and those who simply love Laurel, it's come off and looks to be growing and moving to a place where it's bigger and better than ever. And this year, the resilience of everybody involved was certainly put to the test.
We actually have a great group of volunteers that really do most of the planning for all of the events here today. Some city forces do help out, but it's an all-volunteer committee. It's been that way for 37 years. They go out, they plan the event, they raise funds for the event, they actually do fireworks, they do the entire day. So it'll start after tonight's event, it'll start all over again tomorrow, and we couldn't do it without our volunteers, and I really do appreciate the work that they do.
And it's a chance for them to showcase who they are and what they're about, and it really gives you a sense of everything that Laurel offers.
As we stated earlier, Mayor Moe has approved that this will be the new location of the 4th of July car show, right up here. Thanks for everybody for coming out. Appreciate it.
It's grown. It's, you know, you start out with, you know, everybody has their little thing they do, and then they try to make it bigger and better. And I think, you know, just with the car show, we've got it pretty much down to, you know, a science, and it all runs pretty smoothly, except for when it rains.
Right.
When it comes to civic pride, I think honestly Laurel has one of the better Independence Day celebrations, not just the parade, but the whole thing. The parade is the starting point. We get the whole ball rolling. It all starts with the parade. There's a lot involved with just making sure everybody can get down the street safely. Between police cars, fire trucks, antique vehicles, small children, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Miss America contestants. There's a lot involved in making sure that everybody can be in the right place at the right time, and the volunteers put a lot of effort into making sure that everything runs smoothly so that when you're watching the parade, it looks just like something you'd see for Thanksgiving Day going down New York's Main Street.
I'm Bill Stevick. I direct the West Laurel Ragtag Marching Band. We've been in existence since 1983 when we had 13 people march the very first year. So it's our 33rd year, I believe, that we're marching here in 2015. And we appreciate everybody enjoying the show. We formed our band. There was really no band that marched in the parade at all. So we needed a band in the parade, and we felt that a little bit of community spirit would be a wonderful thing to have. So here we are.
My name's Jim Cronmeyer. I'm the lead shoot on Laurel's fireworks shoot. So today we're setting up the fireworks. Okay, right now we're setting up the barges to put the fireworks out on the lake, and these are the cakes that are out on the barges. They basically have multi-shot material in here where they shoot up many mortars at one time or in succession. Right here, what they're doing right now is wiring up the cakes to the electric panel, which will eventually, well, I'll show you later, is where we switch and shoot it from. As you can see, it takes many hands to get this accomplished, and it could not be done without all these hands. Matter of fact, I'd love to have more. This is the box over here that we'll be shooting from. We work off of cue sheet as we shoot, and you throw the switches upon cue and you run down the line. Sometimes you're shooting a couple at once, sometimes you shoot all 4 at once, or it'll just be one at a time for the different barges. We have the barge A, B, C, and D. Now these are the mortars. Basically the shells go down in these tubes, then they're wired into these junction blocks, which we then have on another control panel that we use to fire the mortars. Sometimes the mortars are fired as single shots. Other times one pull of the switch may fire multiples. It's called chaining, chaining the fireworks. Now this is another rack of mortars. They range in size from 2, 3 to 4 inch shells up here. This is what a shell looks like right here. And these, remember when I was talking about earlier how sometimes they're chained together and you shoot multiple at one time, and then other times they're single shots. You can see these are all tied together. They'll ultimately be tied together for the finale, and there'll be a long chain that just continues when you hit. Tell you where the real reward is when you are lighting these things off, is you hear the oohs and the ahs across the field. You can tell which ones people really like and so on, because you just, the field will be silent and you hear ooh, ah.
You see, celebrating Independence Day is more than just celebrating American independence from England. It's truly a civic celebration bringing together generations, and thanks to the tireless efforts of the volunteers, it came off in 2015 without a hitch. And things figure to be bigger and better than ever in 2016 with the same set of volunteers and perhaps a new generation who begins to make their mark as we move towards the future. For Laurel TV, I'm Mark Gray.